so excited you're able to come over today. I want to show you something. Come over here. Look, here are all my figurines. They're having a tea party. They are having so much fun having a tea party that they decide they want to make a club where they can have tea parties all the time. But oh no, who's going to be the leader of the club? How are they going to decide who's going to lead them? That is a problem. We're going to have to be thinking about that. But you know, that reminds me about something that happened in the United States last year. The President of the United States, Barack Obama, couldn't be president anymore. We needed a new leader. But both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton wanted to be our new leader. What would we do? How would we choose our new leader? Well, thankfully, a long time ago, before I was born and before you were born, before your parents were born or your grandparents were born, our founding fathers wrote down in our Constitution how we would choose our new leader. They talked and talked about what kind of leader we would have. Some wanted someone who would be a leader their whole life, like a king. But a king may be too bossy. He would only do what he wants to do instead of what the people would want to do, and they wouldn't have a choice. They decided they wanted a president to lead the United States, but they wanted to make sure that the president would not be too bossy. So they decided to do something really special. They decided that they wanted the people of the United States to choose who they would want to be their president. They would do this through an election. That's a big word, election. Election just means to choose, that you're choosing who you want to be your leader. Every citizen in the United States who is 18 years or older has the opportunity to go and vote for who they want to be president, to help choose who they want to be president. Now, oftentimes when you have a vote in the classroom, you raise your hand to say what you want to do, right? Like, oh, I want to do indoor recess, me. Oh, I do not, so I'm putting my hands down. Can you imagine what would happen if everybody in the United States raised their hand about who they wanted to be president? I don't think there's anyone who can see all those hands. So, we have a different way of doing it. Every time there's an election, everyone who votes goes and writes down who they want to be president on a special piece of paper called a ballot. These ballots are counted, and that's how they know who the people want to be president. For example, this is what the ballot would look like if Joe Smith and Mark Johnson were running for president. You would fill in the little box by their name to say who you wanted to vote for, but you wouldn't put your name because it's a secret ballot. Okay, back to the Tea Party. They decided that they want to have an election, just like the United States, to figure out who will be the president of their club. Mr. Tortilla wants to be president of the club. He goes around campaigning or telling people why they should vote for him. Let's hear what he says.
Vote for me and the Tea Party will have lots of great snacks.
Mr. Owl also wants to be president. He's also going to go around campaigning to all the figurines, telling them why he should be president. Let's hear what he has to say.
Vote for me and the Tea Party will have lots of fun games.
So the figurines could vote for Mr. Tortilla, or they could vote for Mr. Owl. Either one could be the president. Wow, it looks like we have two really great candidates. I cannot wait to see how this turns out. So now all the figurines are going to go and vote to elect who they want to be their president. Hey, why don't you help them? Take out your ballots and color in the box of who you think would be the best president of the club. But don't write your name. That way, the only way someone would know who you voted for is if you wanted to tell them yourself. It's called a secret ballot, and that's also how we elect our presidents of the United States. I am so glad that in the United States we get to choose who gets to be our leader, and I think my figurines are also glad that they get to choose the president of their club. Alright, bye! Have a good day!
This tea party is so much fun. I can't wait till the club starts so we can have some more.